My name is Dr. Margaret Cochran, aka the Relationship Doctor. I'm here to talk to you about the simple daily practice that will change your life and your relationships in a powerful, powerful way. Shrinks honor, I promise. You're deciding to watch this shows that you're ready. There are no accidents. You chose to be here. Your life is about to change significantly, full stop. Congrats, by the way. You can achieve a tremendous change in minutes a day. Really, minutes a day. Most of us have been schooled to believe that our experience of the world will be controlled by the actions of others and the events in the world around us. We're told that we are mere reactors rather than actors in our own lives. These are lies perpetrated by people and organizations who want to grab hold of your brain's emotional center or limbic system, which, FYI, in case you're interested, is primarily comprised of your amygdala, VTA, nucleus accumbens, hippocampus, hypothalamus, and thalamus. You're welcome. Why would anyone want to control your emotions, and what's that got to do with relationships? Well, here's how it works. Advertisers and politicians want to control how you think, as in, I want you to buy my stuff and vote my way. And that has broader consequences or side effects. When you are convinced that the outside world controls you, as in what someone on social media says can make or break your mood and self-esteem, or some political nonsense or misinformation campaign has created a constant undercurrent of tension and anxiety in your life, it's tough to feel relaxed or peaceful or joyful. And as I was explaining, it's the dream of every politician and advertiser to bypass your prefrontal cortex where your critical thinking happens. And they want to tap directly into your limbic system or feeling center. Why? So they can control you, of course. Sounds rather dystopian. And yes, it can go there. But for purposes of this discussion, we will stick to how your mindset affects you in your everyday life and relationships. When others hold your limbic system hostage, you feel out of control, always on edge, waiting for the next demand on your adrenal system. Life becomes a constant battle between action and reaction. This is powerfully impactful in your romantic relationships and is difficult to be present if you're constantly focused on what's wrong. You lose track of what you want and need. You may become convinced that you can't have what you want or need, even if you knew what that was. You become focused on the bad things that have happened to you, what you don't have and what you don't want. And guess what you attract? People and situations that are exactly what you don't want. In situations like this, you can feel overwhelmed and powerless. For example, you feel as if your partner is driving you crazy. You're full of resentment, and it seems like there's no way out. And you're wondering, what can you do to alleviate all your negative feelings and reactions? Your thoughts and emotions are out of balance. How do you take back control of your limbic system, the part of your brain which determines your feelings and reactions to life, and get your prefrontal cortex, the cognitive processing part, back online? It's so easy you won't believe it. It's the regular practice of gratitude. Yep, that's it. Now you might be thinking, how can gratitude make my brain better? Studies have shown that a regular gratitude practice improves sleep, mood, lessens anxiety and depression, improves frustration tolerance, increases empathy, and improves cardiovascular health. How? The chemicals in your brain powerfully influence the kinds of thoughts you generate. And conversely, the types of thoughts you generate powerfully influence those chemicals. So over time, when you think a certain way, it becomes your default pattern. You literally have a neural track that your thoughts follow, which encourages you to interpret the world and your relationships in a certain way. When you practice gratitude, you take control, which can create new, more positive neural tracks that completely change how the world will look and feel to you. It takes about 28 days to really reset old patterns, but the results are quite profound, as I mentioned earlier. It's simple. You just speak or write down everything you're grateful for. Once a day is okay, but twice a day is optimal. First thing in the morning and last thing before you go to sleep. Depending on how badly you're feeling, this may be challenging at first. In terms of determining what you're grateful for, it doesn't matter. Start with something small, like, I love my purple dinosaur socks. I'm so grateful and happy that I have purple dinosaur socks, and build from there. As time goes on, you'll find this process becomes easier and easy, and your list will get longer and longer, and your life will get better and better. There's more to discuss. We'll talk soon. I look forward to our next conversation. Be safe and be well. Thanks so much for listening. If you want to connect, whether it be for a keynote, webinar, media opportunity, or coaching, please contact me at drcochran.com.